NASA says its Voyager 1 probe, the most distant human-made object in the universe, is sending usable information to Earth again. It gets to about 10 billion miles away from Earth, and all of a sudden, it's sending down data in a language that we don't understand, what you might even call an alien language. Engineers have re-established communication with Voyager 1 spacecraft, Earth's most distant emissary. After troubleshooting a glitch that rendered the probe's transmissions unreadable, NASA has received a surprising communication from Voyager 1, and it is not what anyone was expecting. For more than 40 years, Voyager 1 has served as our silent sentinel, traveling further from Earth than any other spacecraft and providing us with priceless information on our solar system's outer regions. However, NASA's Deep Space Communications team recently intercepted a transmission from this legendary spacecraft, raising serious concerns about the signal's integrity. Due to the immense distance between the spacecraft and Earth, communication delays exceed 22 hours, making decoding this broadcast a race against time. What does this portend for the mission? What dreadful news might Voyager 1 bring back? Let's delve into the specifics of this disturbing development and consider the potential impact on one of NASA's most enduring space missions. A significant problem with the flight data system of Voyager 1, widely considered one of the most renowned space missions, has recently brought the spacecraft into the public eye. On December 12, 2003, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration reported a serious issue involving the spacecraft's systems. It was discovered that Voyager 1's flight data system, comprising 3 essential onboard processors, had begun transmitting ambiguous binary data, a string of ones and zeros that was incomprehensible to the engineers working on Earth. Immediately after the problem was discovered, NASA engineers transmitted commands to Voyager 1 and confirmed that its systems were functioning properly, yet the data delivered was still indecipherable, indicating a significant problem. NASA's early approach to resolving the issue involved attempting to restart the system, hoping that a clean slate would be sufficient to resolve the issue. Unfortunately, this strategy proved unsuccessful, and Voyager 1 continued to transmit the same nonsensical data for several months. Engineers from NASA have since been developing and testing a variety of potential remedies to the issue, but every attempt to restore normal communication has failed, despite their use of a wide array of strategies and investigation methods. After much trial and error, engineers devised a solution that shows promise. Nonetheless, it's vital to understand the significance of Voyager 1 and why this problem is so critical. The Voyager 1 mission has significantly expanded our understanding of the solar system. One of its most significant and groundbreaking findings was the discovery of Jupiter's moon Io. Scientists revealed that Io was not merely a typical moon, but rather a world in the midst of severe volcanic activity. Voyager 1 captured a breathtaking photograph of a volcano on Io that was releasing material into space. This observation was a game-changer for both the scientific community and space exploration enthusiasts. It significantly altered our understanding of planetary geology and volcanic activity within the solar system. Similarly, Voyager's observations of Saturn were remarkable. The spacecraft returned with comprehensive photographs of Saturn's rings, providing a glimpse of this iconic feature that had never been seen before. Furthermore, the data collected by Voyager 1 suggested that Titan, Saturn's largest moon, might have liquid water beneath its surface, raising hopes about the possibility of life or, at the very least, conditions that could support life beyond Earth. These discoveries underscore the importance of Voyager 1's mission, as it has offered humanity vital insights into faraway worlds and significantly improved our understanding of the solar system. The current malfunction, however, poses a risk to this exceptionally vital mission. A significant malfunction in Voyager 1's flight data system, essential for the spacecraft's operation, has emerged. The flight data system is an intricate network of components designed to ensure that the spacecraft operates without any hiccups. The system includes the primary computer, data storage devices, command interfaces, and telemetry systems, all of which are crucial for managing and processing the data that Voyager 1 gathers during its journey. Whenever the system experiences a glitch, engineers face a major challenge in finding a solution to ensure the spacecraft continues to function properly. The cause of the glitch in this flight data system is where the current problem with Voyager 1 originates. As the spacecraft's central nervous system, The flight data system is responsible for coordinating and organizing the numerous subsystems to ensure that everything functions appropriately during the spacecraft's exhaustive journey. The problem in this system has made it impossible for NASA to obtain useful data from Voyager 1, potentially affecting ongoing scientific research and discoveries. After months of hard work, specialists are coming closer to determining what caused the recent problem with Voyager 1, which has garnered a lot of attention. This in-depth research not only demonstrates the challenges of managing antiquated equipment in the harsh environment of space but also highlights the extraordinary intellect and preparation of the engineers who created Voyager over 4 decades ago. During the process of identifying and resolving the issue with Voyager 1, we gain a fascinating peek into the difficulties and achievements of early space technology, which continues to transmit crucial data across great distances. The trouble began when NASA engineers determined that approximately 3% of the memory in Voyager 1's flight data system was corrupted, most likely due to charged particles from outer space bombarding the spacecraft. However, the age of the hardware may have also played a role. With no way to fix the malfunctioning memory chip from Earth, the team had to devise a solution. Their solution involved disassembling the faulty code and moving the pieces to areas of the system's memory that were not being used. On April 18, 2004, Voyager 1 received its initial update from NASA with the hope that it would resolve the issue. Due to the signal having to traverse an incredible 30 billion miles round trip between Earth and the spacecraft, the wait for a response was extremely nerve-wracking. The much-anticipated confirmation that the update had been successful was transmitted to NASA's control room on April 20, 2 days after it had been received. To ensure that the probe could continue to send critical scientific data back to Earth, the next crucial step was to recreate the lost bits of code, which was essential for guaranteeing the success of the procedure. The Voyager missions have encountered numerous difficulties due to the harsh space environment. For instance, in August of 2003, engineers were concerned that they might lose contact with Voyager 2, fearing it might be lost forever. However, communication was miraculously re-established just a few days later. Due to the mission's length, NASA has been forced to power down several probe systems to conserve energy. Currently, Voyager 1 is only using 4 of its original 10 instruments, while Voyager 2 is still utilizing 5. To prolong the lifespan of the remaining systems, including the high-gain antenna needed for contact with Earth, NASA has shut off non-essential components such as heaters. Despite these restrictions, the probes continue to carry essential instruments like magnetometers, which are crucial for studying the magnetic fields of the Sun and outer planets. In the year 2015, the magnetometers contributed to the discovery that solar winds might exert an influence on magnetic fields even beyond the heliopause, which is the limit where the influence of the Sun ceases. In addition, both Voyager probes make use of low-energy charged particle detectors, which had a vital role in the discovery of the heliopause following a large solar outburst that occurred in 1993. However, the hydrazine engines installed on the spacecraft are still functioning, enabling the probes to be maneuvered through space and maintain their temperature. Additionally, the spacecraft are fitted with micrometeorite shields designed to protect the instruments located in the back of the spacecraft from dust and debris from space. The optical calibration target instruments might be considered yet another essential system that is still in operation. By matching the sensors of each probe with a target plate on a regular basis, these instruments guarantee that the sensors receive accurate readings throughout the course of their extensive missions. This calibration procedure has been carried out numerous times, ensuring that accurate scientific measurements are maintained. These calibration techniques are essential for continuing to collect reliable data about space, despite the fact that a large number of other instruments have been switched off, several of which have been turned off for decades. Radioisotope thermoelectric generators are used to power the probes. These generators take the heat generated by the decay of plutonium-238 and turn it into electrical power. This technology has been essential to the lifetime of the missions, as it has enabled them to continue functioning well beyond the time frame that was originally anticipated. Nevertheless, the power being generated by these generators is steadily decreasing. In the end, they will entirely exhaust their power supply, bringing an end to the incredible travels that the probes have taken across space. There is a possibility that this shutdown would take place sooner than anticipated, marking an important milestone in the history of space development. In spite of the fact that the Voyager probes will eventually cease their operations, the contributions they have made to the advancement of science and our comprehension of space will continue to be of tremendous relevance. The Voyager Golden Records are a one-of-a-kind and priceless treasure carried by each spacecraft. These records were produced as time capsules and affixed to the sides of both Voyager spacecraft, intended to convey the history of our planet to any advanced extraterrestrial civilizations that might come across them. Remarkably, the Voyager Golden Records contain a collection of sounds and images that represent the wide variety of life and culture on Earth. Greetings in 55 different languages are included, along with various features of human culture, natural sounds from our planet, and environmental sounds. The purpose of this collection is to offer a broad overview of the diverse ecosystem and the rich heritage of humankind on Earth. In the event that an extraterrestrial civilization comes across these probes, the records may represent their initial exposure to the diverse life forms and cultures on our planet. As a result, the Voyagers are of tremendous worth not only because of the scientific data they supply but also because of the possibility that they will establish communication with sentient life forms that exist in the universe. The records include 116 photographs, each encoded in analog form, illustrating many elements of life on Earth. These photos provide a visual introduction to our world by depicting commonplace activities, beautiful aspects of nature, and essential components of human civilization. Through these photographs, the Golden Records intend to extend a warm welcome to any potential future discoverers, inviting them to acquire knowledge regarding the planet from which the records came. A variety of sounds from Earth, including wind, thunder, and the beating of human hearts, are also included on the Golden Records. In addition to the photographs, these recordings capture the natural and emotional essence of Earth, providing a more immersive experience of what life is like on our planet. The records also represent a wide variety of musical styles from different nations and eras, showcasing the depth of human ingenuity and the cultural diversity of music. This collection ranges from traditional tunes from various regions to classical works. To ensure the Golden Records would last for a long time, their structure was meticulously planned. These records are composed of copper and coated with gold, in contrast to normal vinyl records, which are notoriously fragile. This sturdy design was conceived to withstand the severe conditions of space and to last for billions of years. Instructions on how to play the records are included with the recordings. These instructions are not only written in English but also include universal mathematics and physics. Specific instructions on how to manufacture a stylus and cartridge are provided, making it feasible for any intelligent beings that discover them to comprehend and access the information within. One of the more forward-thinking aspects of the Golden Records is the inclusion of a figure illustrating Earth's position inside the Milky Way galaxy. This graphic depicts the position of our solar system in relation to 14 pulsars, unique stars that generate beams of radiation. The pulsars serve as universal landmarks that can assist in the localization of locations throughout the galaxy. By utilizing these pulsars as reference points, the figure offers a method for determining Earth's specific location within the vastness of space. Great effort was made to give a cosmic address, simplifying the task for any potential finders to locate our planet. This feature of the Golden Records illustrates that effort. However, the inclusion of this diagram did not come without potential dangers. Due to the great distances involved in space, the likelihood of the recordings being discovered and comprehended is extremely low. This does not change the fact that the diagram reflects the ambitious nature of the Voyager mission and its goal to communicate with alien civilizations. The Golden Records are more than just a symbolic gesture, they represent humanity's insatiable curiosity and desire to discover and communicate with the world beyond our own. Together, they constitute a time capsule that not only represents our understanding of Earth but also our aspiration to establish connections with beings from distant parts of the universe. As the Voyager spacecraft continue their journey through space, these records carry a piece of our world with them. They are silently traveling throughout the universe, possibly waiting to be discovered by sentient life forms in the distant future. However, the Golden Records carried by the Voyager spacecraft have also raised some concerns. One of the main concerns is the possibility that these recordings could lead hostile species to Earth. If hostile aliens were to discover the Golden Records, they might use the directions to travel to our planet, potentially putting humans at risk. Despite this disconcerting possibility, it does not overshadow the primary objective of the Golden Records, which is to display a gesture of peace throughout the universe. The Golden Records were created to showcase the wide variety of life and culture on Earth. They include sounds and images that depict many aspects of our planet, from human societies and natural sounds to greetings in 55 different languages. The goal behind this endeavor was to create a message of peace and goodwill, extending a hand across the sky to any future extraterrestrial finders. The records represent humanity's aspiration to communicate our existence, knowledge, and values to other sentient species throughout the cosmos. The purpose of this endeavor is to make a strong statement that people from Earth are here, eager to interact with one another, learn about the beauty and fragility of our home, and talk about it. Around 15 billion miles away from Earth is where Voyager 1 is located at the moment. Lately, the flight data subsystem of the organization started sending back data that was jumbled, which caused a serious communication problem for the organization. Because of this problem, it was difficult to comprehend the information that the spaceship was transmitting. On the other hand, engineers were able to recognize a distinct pattern in the data, which turned out to be a readout of the whole memory from the subsystem that was malfunctioning. The significance of this discovery lies in the fact that it offered numerous vital hints that assisted in resolving the communication issues. Despite these advancements, it is still difficult to find a solution to the problems because of the large distance between the two locations. It takes around 22.5 hours for signals to travel in one direction between Voyager 1 and Earth. Voyager 2, which is located just a little bit closer at around 12 billion miles away, is still operating normally with all of its systems functioning normally. The power supply of this spacecraft was another potential source of problems that this spacecraft confronted. Variations in voltage posed a threat to the scientific instruments that were being used. Engineers came up with a plan to make use of a tiny reserve of power by utilizing the radioisotope thermoelectric generator that was installed on Voyager 2 in order to overcome this issue. Through the implementation of this ingenious method, the scientific equipment aboard the spaceship was able to continue operating normally despite the power problems. It is necessary to perform computations with great attention and accuracy in order to maintain a connection with the Voyagers. In order to guarantee that the spacecraft systems continue to function properly, Mission Control must continually make adjustments and monitor them. It is interesting to note that the distance between us and the Voyager spacecraft is influenced by the orbit of the Earth. The Earth, which is moving in its orbit at a pace of 67,000 miles per hour, passes the Voyagers at regular intervals and grows closer to them when it does so. This indicates that the Earth is temporarily closer to these faraway explorers for a brief period of time. This effect is not the result of any change in the Voyager's trajectories, rather, it is the result of the vast orbital path that Earth takes. The Voyager spacecraft is currently engaged in a mission that not only offers scientific data but also acts as a source of continuous inspiration. It is a demonstration of what humanity can accomplish when curiosity is combined with superior technology. Every signal that is received from these distant messengers provides us with new insights and serves as a reminder of the fact that our placement in the great expanse of the cosmos is relatively little but yet significant. Not only have the Voyager missions been successful and long-lasting, but they have also resulted in significant technological improvements. These days, spacecraft are equipped with autonomous systems that are able to exercise decision-making authority without waiting for orders from Earth. Missions that are traveling to distant locations from our globe really require this capacity. Additionally, new communication technologies are currently being developed to maintain touch over enormous distances. This will ensure that future missions will be able to relay data back to Earth in an efficient manner. We have demonstrated our potential for invention and adaptation in the field of space exploration through the technological advancements that have been developed as a result of the Voyager missions. It is because of their heritage that these spacecraft continue to inspire and push breakthroughs in space technology as they continue their adventures into the universe. In a number of ambitious missions, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration and its foreign partners are pushing the limits of space exploration. They are working towards the goal of sending humans back to the Moon with the Artemis program, which is one of their most important endeavors. The purpose of this mission is not limited to merely landing astronauts on the surface of the Moon. An additional objective is to establish a permanent presence on the Moon. The establishment of a base on the Moon that can act as a stepping stone for subsequent expeditions to Mars is the objective of this project. Through the testing of new technologies and the collection of data on the environment of the Moon, Artemis will assist in the preparation of missions that are longer, more complex, and further into space. Mars sample return is another significant project that is being carried out by the European Space Agency and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. The purpose of this mission is to collect samples of rock and soil from the surface of Mars and bring them back to Earth. Afterward, these samples have the potential to offer extremely important information about the geology and environment of Mars, as well as the possibility of determining whether or not life ever existed on the Red Planet. The mission requires the use of a number of different spacecraft and involves a number of complicated tasks, such as landing on Mars, collecting samples, and then being launched back to Earth. Our capacity to do direct research on other worlds has been significantly advanced as a result of this. Since their inception in 1977, the Voyager missions have been significantly contributing to the expansion of our knowledge regarding space. Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 have contributed priceless information about our solar system and other parts of the universe, despite the fact that they had to contend with antiquated equipment and the extremely harsh temperatures of deep space. Because of the difficulties that these missions have encountered, such as breakdowns in the system and problems with communication, there have been enhancements made to the protocols for data management and error correction procedures. As new generations of scientists and engineers continue to engage in space exploration, the innovative problem-solving and creative thinking of the Voyager engineers continue to serve as a source of inspiration. The quest for life beyond our solar system is currently one of the most fascinating areas of interest in the field of science. Expeditions that are focusing on the ice moons of Jupiter and Saturn, such as Europa and Enceladus, are currently investigating the oceans that lie beneath the surface of these moons. They are thought to have liquid water beneath their ice crusts, which might potentially harbor life. These moons are believed to have liquid water. Whether it be the discovery of signs of life or even merely conditions that might support life in these faraway places, it would be a momentous achievement that would profoundly alter our view of where life might dwell in the cosmos. It is absolutely necessary to strike a balance between the pursuit of space exploration and the addressing of pressing concerns on Earth. The pursuit of fresh information and groundbreaking discoveries is the driving force behind space missions. Nevertheless, ethical considerations also require attention throughout the process. Microbes that originate on Earth, for instance, pose a threat of spreading to other worlds and contaminating them. Additionally, there is a continuous discussion regarding the allocation of resources for space exploration as opposed to tackling environmental and socio-economic challenges that are occurring on Earth. In the event that we came upon extraterrestrial life, it would give rise to significant philosophical and ethical problems concerning our position in the cosmos and the obligations that we have as researchers. To ensure the continuance of space missions, public interest and financial support are very necessary. The importance of educational programs and efforts that motivate the next generation of scientists and engineers cannot be overstated. Thanks for watching. More exciting content on the way.